Hello, hello. Welcome back to Ask Ashley. I'm your host, Ashley, and my business is A Crafty Concept, and that is the YouTube channel you are on right now. We already have a couple questions coming in, and I absolutely love it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I have something fun and new that we are doing in today's live. We're going to be doing a giveaway because the streaming service that I use makes it very easy, and I want to test it out. We already tested it inside of a small group before, and it worked very well. So today we're going to be doing a giveaway, and I'm going to give you some rules first, and then I'll tell you the information you need to know. So the rules: 1 entry per person, but we don't need to police each other because the software will do it for me. So 1 entry per person. If you comment in the entry over and over again, it's not going to help you win because the software will automatically just pick your first one and go from there. If you win, you need to email support so we can get your pattern to you. And you have to be present to win. So if you win and you're not present, we will select another winner. And it's really fun. It goes through like a toggle of all the different names. It's a really fun thing. I'm excited to share it with you guys. So the winner today is going to get a free crochet pattern, and I'm actually any free crochet pattern you want from my shop. I was going to pick for you, but I'll let you pick. So the winner will get to pick any free crochet pattern from my shop as like the PDF emailed to you instead of paying for the PDF. And to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is type the giveaway phrase in the comments. And the giveaway phrase is yarn23, all caps, no spaces. It has to be very specifically yarn 23 because if it's not exactly those words, it will not count your entry. So I got it down here on the bottom of the screen for you. Yarn 23 will get you in the giveaway. I will announce the winner at the very end. And if you win, you get to pick any crochet pattern from my shop to be sent to you for free. But please email support@acraftyconcept.com so we can get it to you, because there is no way to message you guys here on YouTube like there is over on Instagram. So little eyelash situation. Perfect. I see those entries coming in. Excellent. It's going to be very fun. I can't wait to show you the little way it goes through all the people. That's really fun. It's really fun for me. It's like a game show. It's very exciting. So I will show you at the end of the live. All right, we are right at 6:01. So I'm going to start answering your questions now. We will be here for 30 minutes. I promise. I am not going to waste your time or keep you here over the time limit that I say I will, okay? I know we got lives, we got schedules, we got stuff to do. Somebody told me on Instagram that they were riding their bike while listening to this one. So I hope you're having a wonderful bike ride. It is ugly and nasty here. I would not be on a bike. But we do love riding bikes when it's nice. It's a really fun thing for us to do. Okay, so the first, I'm going to pull this banner down. And then the first question is from Heather, and she shared this. It looks like I shared it, but she shared it. We had some techie. Okay, long story short, we had some techie. So this is Heather's question, and she says, I have my first Etsy drop for products tomorrow. Ooh, Heather, that's exciting. It's not a lot, but I figured something is better than nothing, and I didn't want a bunch if it doesn't sell. Do you have recommended amount for drops? So Heather, the way I teach my students to organize their shops is with made to order listings. That is not the only way. There are a million different ways that you can do it. I have seen shops that do shop drops, and they will make stuff for a month, and then the stuff will drop at the beginning of the next month, and what they have available is all they have available. Now, usually from what I've seen as a viewer, not a doer, is those shops usually sell out every time, some of them within minutes, some of them by the end of the day, some of them like within the first week. So usually those shops have already built up their audience and their following and have cultivated trust with their audience, and they know their ideal customer well, and their people are on their toes waiting for the shop drop, right? So if you're just now starting your business, a shop drop method might not be the best method for your business, but I don't know your business. You have to do what's right for you. There's just tons of options. Inside of Crochet Boss Academy, I teach people, because inside of Crochet Boss Academy, we're setting everything up for the long run, right? We want this to be our long-term business model that we can do for years and years and years, potentially even pass down to our kids, right? So I teach them to have statement pieces in their shop that are there year round. And the reason I do that is because if people, like if influencers or affiliates share a link to your thing, if it's not a permanent structure in your shop year round, that link will expire. And all of the hard work that you did to get that influencer's attention or to get that affiliate marketer's attention is now down the toilet, because the link that they're going to put out for you is going to be broken and it's going to say, oops, this isn't here anymore. So you're working harder, not smarter, right? Another thing is pin images. If you pin on Pinterest your products, and I recommend that you do, if you pin them and then you only have the one and then it sales and there's no more, then that pin, all the energy you made making the pin, doing keyword research for the pin, listing the pin or scheduling the pin, all of that is down the toilet if you don't have statement pieces in your shop. So from what I've seen, the shops that sell out really quickly are good for the shop drops. A friend, I follow a friend that says it's Lemon something is her Instagram handle, and she makes sewn dolls, but she also started crocheting recently, and she does shop drops and she sells out very, very quickly. I used to follow an artist that did like canvas art, and she sold out within seconds. Like you had to just go to her website and click something and buy. Don't even read it. Don't even know what you're getting. You got to be quick because she sold out so dang fast. So that's just a little bit of insight behind that. When it comes to amount per drops, totally up to you. Totally up to your season of life, your season of business, and your customers and what they're into and what you are able to crank out, right? So there's not a magic number for that. A lot of people always want to know how many do I need to take to my market? How many listings do I need to have? How many do I need to take for my drop shop? It really doesn't matter. For markets, I say as much as you can, and you can always keep stuff under the table and then pull it out when stuff sells. So that way your booth always looks nice and inviting and not like bare and weird. And then for shop drops, just totally up to you. As many or as few as you want to do, that makes sense for your current season of life. I hope that was helpful, Heather. I wish you all the success in your shop drop tomorrow. I hope you sell out. That's very exciting. I hope it just goes so smoothly for you, but also don't get discouraged if it doesn't. We will bob and weave. We will learn as we go. We will tweak and we will do things different next time. So very excited for you, Heather. Thank you for your question and thank you for joining Ask Ashley. Next up, we have Cheryl, and she says, once you weed out the spam, do you follow everyone that follows you on Instagram? Are you selective on who you follow as a business? Very good question, Cheryl. I saw someone else comment and say that they had the same question under your comment. Okay, this is the way to think about it. If you're a crochet, if you have a business Instagram account, like you use Instagram for your business to sell your finished pieces and to build relationships with your ideal customer, you're not using it to be social. You're not using it to, it's strategic. It's a tool. You're using this tool for your business, to grow your business. The people you follow should be people that inspire you, encourage you, uplift you, serve you in some way. Maybe you're religious and they put out Bible verses fairly regularly, and that helps you stay motivated and encouraged and uplifted. Maybe you follow a graphic designer and they give you ideas of how to design your stuff on Canva. Maybe you follow the gurus that tell you how to do good on social media, and then they teach you like new reel trends to do before they're too popular, things like that. Those are the people you should be following. You should follow accounts that inspire you in some way. Maybe you follow an artist account because the color palettes that they use always inspire you for your amigurumi. Maybe you follow an organizer because the way she organizes her house is helpful. It teaches you something. You need to be following people that inspire you, encourage you, uplift you, make you feel the way you want to feel. If you follow people that you don't know and like you're just following them because they followed you, that's not helping. For one, that's not helping them. If they are a business and you followed them back just because they followed you and for no other reason, that's not helping them because you are probably not their ideal customer and you're probably not going to engage with their content. And that's going to make them do less good in the eye of the algorithm, right? So you want to follow accounts that you are interested in wholeheartedly So you will engage with them, or you're going to be doing them a disservice, right? So you might think that you're just following them back to be nice, but it's genuinely a disservice, especially if they're a business, because you will affect their algorithm juice over on Instagram. But another thing, just while we're on this topic, I would highly recommend that if you are trying to grow your business or start a business, to unfollow any accounts that bring you down. If there's an account or multiple accounts of people that are complaining all the time, spreading gossip, trying to rile you up, complaining is the biggest thing. It's like a secret killer. It's a snowball effect. As soon as one person starts complaining, everybody starts complaining, and then we're all just a bunch of negative Nancys, and it's no good for anybody's heart. So if you are trying to build a business, and you need to surround yourself with positive, uplifting, encouraging accounts. It's so easy to do on social media. In real life, you might not be able to cut negative people out, right? Like if it's your mom or your husband, you live together. Like you can't cut, but on social media, if it's somebody you barely know on the internet and they are bringing you down, or when you engage with their content, you feel a way other than the way you want to feel, unfollow them and watch your life change. It will change your life. No doubt about it. So that's definitely something to be thinking about. We don't need, if you want to have a personal account to do more of the personal followings, go for it. But for your business account, I wouldn't. I would only follow accounts that uplift or encourage or inspire you or teach you something or serve you in some way or help you to feel the way you want to feel. Maybe it's a self-help group or a self-help Instagram, maybe a religious Instagram, maybe it's a funny Instagram and you just need to laugh throughout the day. Maybe it's a meme Instagram and you get ideas for how to use certain memes in your business. I would just be very intentional is what I would do. This is just my opinion. Thank you, Cheryl, for your question, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being here early. Cheryl and Heather both got here early so they could get their questions answered faux show. I appreciate you. Next up, we have Emily, and she says, I am at the point in my finished product business where I can't keep up with demand, girl. So I'm considering hiring someone to help make the items. Do you pay Sierra's yarn? I would love to know how that works. Okay, great question, Emily. First off, so super proud of you. For anyone who doesn't know, Emily was a guest poster over on my blog. She did the bone stocking, and she's got another one coming in 2023, and she's like 16 years old. I mean, time gets away from me, so I don't know if she's had any birthdays yet, but she's very, very young, okay? And so now she's saying that her finished piece product business is exploding, and that is exactly what we want to hear. So excited for you, Emily. If you're hanging out today, y'all give Emily some encouragement in the comments because that is a huge, huge feat. Let me give you some tips on hiring a helper. So when my shop went viral in like 2017 or 18, I forget, I had to get some help very, very quickly. So I ended up getting 9 women all over America making Clarabun beanies. It was just for Clarabun beanies because that was the thing that went viral, and sending them to me each week. I tagged them with my Craft to Concept tag. I wrapped them in my wrap labels. I wrote a thank you note. I used a printed thank you note because there was thousands of beanies, so I couldn't possibly write. So I just used a printed thank you note, and then I packaged and sent them out to the customer. Then after all that changed and I became an educator, and a couple years down my business, I'm on a different path. I had Julie, and Julie helped me make the finished pieces, and Julie would make them at her house. I would send her shipping materials and branding materials like inserts, tags, wrap labels, business cards, things like that. She would make them, package them, and send them to the customer. Something else that I gave her that I forgot about was I made little business card shaped inserts that said, your order was packaged by Julie, a stay-at-home mom in Tennessee. And it had a picture of her to help make it very personable, to let the people know that this is, like, can see the human being whose hands crocheted and packaged their order. A lot of other bigger companies do that too. And I really appreciate it. It just makes me feel like, oh, that's a real person. Like, I just think about it differently when I see that. I did not pay for their yarn. They paid for their own yarn. And when they were shipping things to me, I paid for shipping. But once we switched to where they were shipping stuff from themselves to the customers, I don't have to pay. The customer pays for shipping, right? So I paid to ship supplies to their house, and then I pay them 50% of the retail price, 50. So if a beanie's listed for $20, they get $10, I get $10. I'm very intentional to set my prices at a point that they are happy with what the 50% would be. So we got to the point now where Sierra is making $15 per beanie, which is exactly what I originally had listed my Claire Bun beanies for back in 2016. Or 2017. I was happy to make $15 per beanie, and now Sierra is happy to make $15 per beanie. She gets that $15 no matter what. She doesn't have, and none of the Etsy fees or offsite ads or anything like that. All of that comes out of my half, and all of the marketing, all that stuff is also me. Like those are all that she has to do. Not Sierra's a bad example because she's also my assistant, so she does a lot of the business stuff too. But pretend she's not my assistant and she's just my finished piece maker. She wouldn't have to do any of the business stuff. No marketing, no social media posts, no pictures, nothing. She just needs to crochet and ship it to the person. And there are a lot of people on this planet who wants to just crochet. They want to make money, they want to crochet, but they do not under any circumstances want to have a business. They're not entrepreneurial. They don't enjoy it. It actually is like negative, right? It's the opposite of enjoyment. It brings them down. Those people would be excellent finished piece helpers. And what I did to find my helpers was I put out a call on social media, make a list of the things that's important to you. So for me, I wanted them to be close to a Hobby Lobby. I wanted them to be a non-smoker, nobody smoking in the house, no sheddy pets in the house, because I didn't want pet hair all up in our finished pieces that we were sending to people. And so those were a few of the things that were on my list. So be very mindful and think about the things that you need in your helper. And then you're going to do some back and forth, pictures back and forth, and then finished pieces back and forth, because you want her finished pieces to look like yours, not because yours is better, but because yours is what the customer saw in the picture and yours is what they think they're getting, and they should get what's in the picture. So their crochet style needs to look like your crochet style. Emily, I'm so dang excited for you. What a huge accomplishment. Seriously, so proud of you. I hope you're hanging out right now. That's really stinking awesome. Keep going, girl. Thank you for your question, and thank you for being here and joining live. Next up, we have Kristen, and she says, is it better to offer a variety of products, or is it good to start off with a few? Very good question, Kristen. I love this question. It is better to start off with few. It is always better to have few. The more things you have in your shop, and the more colors that you offer, and the more sizes, and the more modifications or alterations or customizations or personalizations that you offer, the more overwhelmed your customers are going to be. I'm sure you felt overwhelmed hearing me list those things off just now. It's overwhelming. When you go to let me think. When you go to I can't think of an example, but you want to choose a product line and a color palette that's very specific to your ideal customer. You want every product that you sell to raise her quality of life in some way. You don't want them to just be one-offs. You want your customers to come back time and time again. You want them to think of your brand whenever their friend says they need this thing. Like if you sell little girl, boho baby girl things, your ideal customers, everything in your shop is going to be geared towards like moms of boho baby girl things. And then the next time her friend gets pregnant and she's got a baby shower, and for a baby girl, she's going to immediately know where she wants to go to get that baby shower. You're going to be very front of mind because your brand awareness is stellar because you have limited what you offer. You want to choose a color palette that she would like. You want to like it too. So that's why it's nice to make your ideal customer a version of yourself, but choose it. Like when I was building Wild Grace, it doesn't exist anymore, but I was building Wild Grace and I was trying to choose between mustard and tobacco. And they're both very, very similar. Tobacco's just a little bit darker. And I was thinking, well, I'll just offer both because they might want a brighter mustard or they might want a darker mustard. And then I thought, Ashley, you are the curator of this line. You choose which one would match the things in her closet better. Which one is going to draw her eye more based on who she is, because I get to make her up. I get to make her up and then I get to start talking to her and then she will find me. So I chose the tobacco. That's what you want to do. Your product line and the colors that you choose, you want to limit both of them and know that you can always add more in the future. always. But if you start small, it's going to be easier for you to manage. It's going to be easier for your customers to decide what they want, because if you give them too many options, or if there's too many clicks that they have to make before they get to checkout, the chances of you getting the sale goes down, 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 down. That's a very good question, Kristen. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for being here. Next up, we have Christine. Christine, yes. Okay, excellent. She says, also, Christine, you're gorgeous. Like, look at that photo. My goodness. Okay. I'm definitely not ready to open my brand or shop, but I am at the point to be a part of a company by offering my crocheting services. Is there a place in the workforce for me? Do you mean like you want to be a crochet helper, or do you mean that you want to put your finished pieces in a boutique, like a local boutique? Because there is definitely a need for both of those things. I'm at the point to be a part of a company, but offering my crocheting services. Sounds like to me that you want to be a helper. And we just learned from Emily that absolutely, yes, there is a need for that, for sure. I think, I don't know how to go about creating a business like that, but I feel like networking is going to be your best friend in that instance. And I feel like you are going to want to be hanging out where crocheters are hanging out, and being social and personable and sharing stories and making friends and getting like to where people like know your name just a little bit. It doesn't have to be like super popular. You just want to be in the mouths of other crocheters. I think that's going to be the best place to start for where to become a crochet helper. Also, keep your eye out for crochet helper calls, because as businesses grow, the best way to find helpers is on social media. So if you are in the Ashante Crochet Facebook group, that would be a really good place, because that is a place where people are allowed to do self-encouragement. We're always allowed self-encouragement. Self-promotion, where you can promote your own stuff. So that would be a great place to do a helper call. So if you are potentially someone that would like to be a helper, there might be a good place to look for helper calls. And you could do your own post that says, hey, I don't want to start my own business, but I really enjoy crocheting and I would love to be somebody's helper, assist you in your crochet business, and then post some pictures of some of the things that you made and let them get an idea for your crochet style and your skill level and stuff like that. I think that would be a great place to start. Thank you, Christine, for your question, and thank you for being here. Next, we have Kimberly, and she says, do you have ideas to encourage people to sign up for your email without a website? I have Etsy shop, Instagram, landing page. Can I put something about it to post in my Etsy shop somewhere? Very good question, Kimberly. Kimberly, if you're hanging out, are you a finished piece seller, or are you a designer? Also, Krista, Sierra just came in hot with the Facebook link to Ashante for you. Sorry about that. She's got the link for you. You're welcome, Emily. I'm so glad that you were helped. You're welcome, Kristen. Oh, thank you guys for being here. Okay, perfect. Okay, Kimberly said she is a finished piece seller. Excellent. So, 1, Crochet Boss Academy is for you. Already know that. If you've been on the fence or thinking about Crochet Boss Academy, it's definitely going to be the course for you. 2, you can build an email. You can get people on your email list without a website, and you would use what you've already said, a landing page. Also, there's a tutorial on my YouTube. Sorry, Sierra, this is coming in hot, but there's a tutorial on my YouTube for how to create your own link in bio page on Canva for free. So it's like a landing page, but it's a website on Canva for free. The URL is going to be like something, canva something, but you can go purchase a URL and not have a website to link it to. And then you can forward, I'm trying not to be too techie, but you can get past it. If you want the URL to be different, you can make it as custom as you want. You can purchase that separately without having to have a whole website. Then on your landing page, you can promote your email freebie, the freebie that you offer to get people to sign up to your email list. Here comes Sierra with that video. You can, so if you go to mine, if you go on Instagram and click on my link in bio, and you'll see the first thing that you see is going to be to sign up to my email list to get the 2023 content calendar. That link was built on Canva. You can also build, like this one is built to be like tall and skinny for Instagram. So that's my link in bio. And then that button is where you click to sign up to my email list, and it'll take you straight to my email list forum. You will need an email service provider like MailChimp or I use Flowdesk, and I really like it. I've been using it for almost a year now, and that's going to be what we teach inside of Crochet Boss Academy this year. It's going to be Flowdesk. I really like it. But you will need an email service provider, but you do not need a website. And you can use your Etsy shop as a way to get people on your email list. I've just started doing this recently, but if you go, let me see if I can share my screen. Let me go to, hang on. If you go to shop, let's just go to shop. To my website. I'm going to share my screen, I promise. I'm trying to find a good example real quick. Okay. Okay, so let me show you. Shift S, Etsy. Nope, this one. Share. Okay, and I need to be little. I'm little. Okay, great. So this is the listing for my Bitty Kitty tags. I sent this out as a freebie to my email list for everybody who was on my list up until this point. And then I made an Etsy listing to sell the tags because I already went through the trouble to design the tags, and I'm working smarter, not harder, right? So we're selling them on Etsy as well. I actually sold some. It's very exciting. But if you go to this listing, this is on Etsy. It's on my website. It's a pattern site. It's a whole thing. But if you go to the listing and scroll down, I have a QR code right here that says, hey, you can sign up to my email list and get these tags for free. And then after they decide that they don't, like if they don't want to do this, they could scan that code on their phone, or I think you can click it. Not on a computer. You might be able to click it on an iPhone. They can sign up to my email list and get those tags absolutely for free and not even have to pay for them. So I promote my email list in my Etsy listing. Also in the Bitty Kitty Bag PDF, there's a page that I say, so on Etsy, when you have a PDF listing, you can add your files to the bottom of the listing for people to, that's what they download when they buy the digital thing. So I have the Bitty Kitty Bag pattern, the Bitty Kitty Bag printer friendly pattern, and then I have one that says free product tags. That's the name of the PDF. And if they open the PDF, it says, hey, I designed a sheet of product tags to go with your Bitty Kitty bags. You can sign up to click the button here and it's a PDF, but it's clickable. You can make clickable PDFs on Canva. It's very interesting. But I say, click here to sign up to my email list and get the Bitty Kitty bags tags for absolutely for free. But if you hate email lists and you don't want to be on my email list, you can still purchase them here in my shop for $5. So I link both of those options in the Bitty Kitty bag pattern PDF area. So it's a whole thing, but I think it's been working fairly good as of right now. Okay, excellent. So that's something that I would recommend. You can also put it in your Etsy shop announcement, but the best way to get people on your email list is to offer them something. So that's what I would be thinking about. Okay, I think maybe I can do one more really, really quickly. Thank you, Kimberly, for your question. I hope that it was helpful. Thank you for being here. I'm going to just really quickly. I've been considering open my crochet brand. Where would you suggest I start? Etsy. I always recommend Etsy because it's very user-friendly. You can get a referral link from somebody who's already on Etsy. I don't know if Sierra knows how to find mine or not, but if she does, she's going to come in hot for you. I think it's thecraftyconcept.com/Etsy, actually. And then you will get 40 free listings to open your shop with. And that takes off the 20-cent listing fee for 40 listings. It's a very good, nice way to get started. But I definitely recommend Etsy because it's going to help you be more organized. It's going to help you look more professional. It's going to help you get your stuff in front of the eyes of billions of shoppers that you normally wouldn't have reached had you not been on Etsy. It's a really good place to start. I have a couple videos on my YouTube channel already. I have a whole series showing you how to open an Etsy shop, but it's like 3 years old. So some things might have been moved around at this point, but the content is the same. And I have a very old video I have two. One that's 6 reasons you should open an Etsy shop and one that's 10 reasons you should open an Etsy shop that has a bunch of things that you might not think about as to why Etsy would be good for your business. So definitely think about opening an Etsy shop. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for your question. Josie, I'm so sorry I won't be able to get to yours. If you want to come back next week, you can tune in. Actually, this is a perfect time to tell you we are starting February. After today's last day in January. So February's Ask Ashley Lives are going to be every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So these ones are going to be in the a.m., not the p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's for the month of February. And we're starting this Thursday, February 2nd. So in 2 days, we're going to be doing another Ask Ashley. We get 2 this week. So Josie, I hope you can come back on February 2nd to join me for Ask Ashley at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If not, feel free to send me your question via Instagram or Ashley at a crafty concept for email, and I will answer it for you to the best of my ability. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Josie. Just send me an email. Send me an email and I'll answer it for you. Okay. So let's do our giveaway. We have at the beginning of the live, we gave you the giveaway phrase. I'm going to go ahead and pop that on the screen one more time for you in just a couple seconds. Go ahead and type that phrase in if you want to be entered into the giveaway. And so yarn 23, no spaces. And then I'm going to use this software to do the giveaway, and I don't remember how. So I'm going to Google it very quickly. Not Google it. I'm just going to go to the company that I use and figure out how to do it. Because there is a fun way. It's very fun. It's very easy. Let's see. Giveaway on StreamYard. I keep saying yarn. Every time I type it in, I say yarn. I'm so sorry. I should have done this before, but we had different techie that I had to do before. So now we're doing this. Create a broadcast. Engage in your audience. Check. Open the giveaway stream. Okay, there's a page. Got it. Choose my broadcast is this one. And my text is yarn, all caps, YARN 23. It's not doing all caps. YARN 23. Okay, now I'm going to switch. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can watch it happen because it's very fun. I don't know if it's going to happen immediately, but here we go. Start collecting comments. So it's catching all y'all's entries, and it's only doing one at a time. So it looks like there's 28 entries. So I'm going to give you guys a couple more seconds because there's like 78 people hanging out. So if you want to enter yarn 23, all caps, 23, no spaces, let this thing be catching the giveaway things. I wonder if I can like refresh. It doesn't look like it needs refreshed. I'm going to, Sierra, will you do one so I can see if it adds another? 29. Okay, good. It's still working. Okay, they're still coming in. If you've already entered it, you do not have to enter it again. It only does one per person. It's all automatic. Very exciting things. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and click draw and watch this. Watch this fun stuff. Okay, here we go. We're going to pick a winner, and the winner gets to get any crochet pattern out of my shop for free, and we will email it to you, but you have to email us, support@craftyconcept.com. And let me know that you were the winner and which pattern that you would like, and we will email it back to you. Okay, draw. Oh, isn't that fun? It's like a game show. Look at all that. And the winner is Shannon. Look at the confetti. Isn't this fun? I love it. When I first found out that it was even an option, I was very excited. So Shannon, if you are live with us right now, you win. If you are not live, we're going to have to draw again. So I'm going to hang out in the comments to see if Shannon lets me know if she is still here hanging out. And then she's the winner. Isn't that fun? Let me know if you guys liked that. If you liked the giveaway, we will do these every single week because I think they're very fun. I don't know if she's here, y'all. That was fun. Congrats, Shannon. I don't know if she's here. I don't even know how to tell. Teresa said congrats. Or, yeah, Teresa. I'm horrible at names. Really, really horrible at them. Okay, we're going to give her a couple more seconds. And if we don't hear from Shannon, we will switch to the next person because the part of the winning is you need to be here live. I'm going to count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. There is a lag. 3, 2, 1. Doesn't look like Shannon's here. Doesn't look like Shannon's here. So we're going to redraw. I think I can just push the button again. Draw again. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm going to check it one more time. Okay, it doesn't look like she's here. Okay, here we go. Next one, draw again. I just hear like, like game show sounds. Oh, I thought it was going to be me. Like, I can't. Winner, IBSERENITY. Hello, are you here? Oh, wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Is this person here? IBSEREN. Is this person here? Shannon, are you here now? We missed you, Shannon. We redrew. I'm so sorry. Okay, IBS is here. IBSERENITY. Excellent. Please email us to support at A Crafty Concept to claim your free crochet pattern. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. I would like to encourage you to go brain dump on a piece of paper something that you learned, something that stuck out to you, any of the light bulb moments that you had. Go write them down on a piece of paper. It will help your brain to retain the information, and it will help your subconscious to take the information in as well, so that next time you need it in your business, it will be available to you. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you had fun. I'm very hopeful that you will go take an action step, because information without action is a waste of time, and we do not want to waste our time as entrepreneurs. Time is our most valuable asset. Okay, I will see you guys in 2 days here on YouTube for February's first Ask Ashley at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There are already placeholders on YouTube, so you can click the notify me button. Shannon, shoot me an email, Ashley at A Crafty Concept, and I will make it right on your end. All right, see you guys in 2 days.